This development has sparked a surge in interest in the stock, with some even speculating the likelihood of another short squeeze. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, we need to start the video off with GameStop breaking above $20 a share. Before we get into everything that we have to cover with AMC as well as GameStop, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. First things first, GameStop got smacked at $20, not only because it was well above a crucial resistance level that market makers as well as short sellers do not want it above because of the algorithm and the risk that they take above there, but it was also people taking profits on their options. Options were up about 300 to 800% for most people that were in calls on GameStop. Now keep in mind, GameStop is still having tons of options activity. Top chains for GameStop today by volume are $20 calls expiring today, $18 calls expiring today, and $17 calls expiring today. We're also seeing GameStop short interest back on the rise with 64.37 million shares sold short, which is up 7.37%. One of the three instances where the float has exceeded 24% short since Q1 of 2021. So this is also important to pay attention to. Keep in mind, back then, whatever was reported was not accurate. So again, we pay attention to it for the trend. Before we get into GameStop's chart, I want to touch on the numbers really quick. Gamma is looking good, 43,000 calls expiring in the money compared to 1,000 puts expiring out of the money, and then 76,000 calls expiring out of the money compared to 40,000 puts. And then next week's options chain is extremely bullish as well, with over 230,000 call contracts being bet on the stock, with under 49,000 put contracts being bet. You're also seeing short exempt volume still extremely high on GameStop, trumping AMC short exempt volume, which is a crazy thing to see. Now, why, what, how, what is happening with GameStop? We talked about how GameStop is going to come into this zone between $14 and $18. We got that first move. We then said it's going to trade in the wick for about a week, maybe even two. And we got sort of that move, right? Instead, it traded 1, 2, 3, 4 days-ish, 3.5, 4 days, in what I said was supposed to take a week or two. So we're seeing something accelerated, and we're seeing a lot of volume pick up in the stock. When GameStop opened the gates this morning, this is a 5-minute time frame, it had extreme volatility to the upside, breaking over $20. Now, $18 is a crucial level, and that is exactly why we're trading back under it. You're going to see a lot of short exempt volume stacked on today alone. Just for this morning, that's going to be reported Monday. You're going to see a rise in short interest, and you're going to see market makers shifting the options chain in order to bring this thing down as best as possible. Recently, $18 level, you can see rejected, once was support, and you can go all the way back to the squeeze in 2021, where after they flushed it down and took the buy button away, it wanted to rally back up really quick, even on low volume. You can see down here, and it got rejected at 18. This is the level that they want GameStop under, and it always has been the level that they want GameStop under. And it's also traded above the macro descending trend line. The macro resistance trend line that GameStop trades under, this broke above and out of it. This is the furthest stretch it's come out of it, being out of it 12%. So as of right now, there is an extreme possibility that you either see them try their hardest to bring this thing down, which is going to negatively affect them towards the end of the month and towards June when the CAT system is implemented, or you see us fly straight to $25. That is what is happening right now with GameStop. Last thing I wanted to note, Roaring Kitty. Roaring Kitty's last like on his profile, we know he went MIA, was December 14th of 2020. He just liked something that was posted in February 14th. This is the newest updated thing, and it's what is the best movie you've ever seen that takes place in real time. I'm just gonna leave it there. We also saw a rise in AMC short interest, just like we called out. Nice pop right back over 20%, with over 55 million shares shorted according to Ortex. Finally, Fintel updated their short interest on AMC, now sitting above 20%. And Schwab loads the boat not only with GameStop, which we talked about yesterday, but now loading the boat on AMC shares. Is AMC going to follow GameStop's rally? AMC short exempts above 300,000, extremely high, losing on the options chain, a ton of premium going to market makers. Not looking good for AMC, and the likelihood of this cycle is for AMC to get flushed down even further. And I want to point that out and just be and just prep you guys to be ready for that. But right after that, I'm telling you right now, they're shoveling you, handing you a deal, right? AMC is easily likely to follow something GameStop has just done, but they're giving you an opportunity. They're saying, hey, it's going to be cheap for this time being. But in my opinion, what they're showing you is that this is about to come, and it may be a few weeks away, right? Again, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Finally, Trump Media and Technology Group asked Florida Attorney General to investigate how some short sellers are allegedly able to attain a drastically reduced rate for locate shares. And Binance fired a member of staff who uncovered evidence of market manipulation at crypto investment firm DWF Labs, one of Binance's clients. Aside from short sellers, banks tomorrow the DTC to retire Credit Suisse Credit Default Swap CDS's account, which is interesting timing to say the least. They're closing down right before the CAD system is implemented, right? Last but not least, for banks, expect at least one bank failure every week because of real estate collapse, says billionaire real estate investor. And before we get into the overall market, crypto, and earnings play, and Tesla, guys, I want to tell you a couple quick things. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, simple, to the point. Visual sectors with an extremely high win rate and a ton of good benefits. Press the third link in the description, come over to Premium, sign up, and once you put in code LOTTERY at checkout, it's going to drop it from $25 to $15 a month. After the 7-day trial, it's going to charge you. And if you don't like it after a month, feel free to cancel. But I assume you will. Also, if you want a free broker that gives you 10 free fractional shares for doing absolutely nothing, use my link, open a Moomoo account, and make a deposit into there to start earning those benefits. Finally, get in the Discord. Come talk with me. It's going to be the weekend. I want to connect with more of you guys. The link is right in the description and pinned in the top of comments for you guys. We have options trading alerts in there as well, and we talk stocks and crypto, post our gains, post our losses, and more. Overall, best vibes, whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, this is the place to go. Again, all three of those links, top of the description. Okay, SPY 520.36 came all the way up to 522.50, not quite hitting my target right around 524. I think the SPY is looking beautiful. Closing right around 520.30 would be great. That would be the bottom of this body of the candle closing at the previous top of the candle from yesterday. We have news coming out. In my opinion, SPY likely to flash down, get a wick, and then come Monday catapult and easily test my level, if not break over at 524. I still think the SPY is bullish. Just in, 2 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expire today. Looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, you can see extreme weakness. Got rejected at the beginning of the week at 64,000 and now breaking under 61,000. We really want to hold 60K for Bitcoin. Nothing is necessarily extremely bearish just yet, but again, the chart doesn't look too hot. Mara, just like we said, got smacked on earnings. Really not much to say here. Came to the bottom of this box around $17.80, down 10% on the day. We expected that. It was pretty easy. Just in, US to impose tariffs on Chinese EVs. It just seems like Tesla can never get a break. Getting rejected, getting more bad news, falling down. We want to see Tesla hold 166.50. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to check the links down below, subscribe to the channel, and have post notifications on. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.